emphasis on the battle for Debaltseve? For one thing, the Poroshenko government made holding the town a priority and poured in a lot of resources. For another, the loss of the town allows the anti-Kiev forces to connect the two big centers of the separatist fight, Luhansk and Donetsk, by land and rail. The situation in Ukraine is our focus this time on the program. Joining me now, Kurt Volker, former U.S. ambassador to NATO, currently executive director of the McCain Institute for International Leadership at Arizona State University, and Federica Bindi, senior fellow at the Center for Transatlantic Relations at the School of Advanced International Studies of Johns Hopkins University. And Federica, the last time you were here, you argued very passionately against giving defensive weapons to the Ukrainian army. Has what's transpired in the last several days given you some second thoughts about that idea?
Not yet, I'm afraid. I actually support the idea that President Poroshenko just laid down minutes ago of having international peacekeeping forces in Ukraine. That would be an excellent idea. But I still think, actually even more so given the international context in the Med area, that arming Ukraine would be a mistake.
But here we are. Arms continue to pour in over the Russian frontier, even though Russia doesn't acknowledge that they are Russian weapons, which gives a tremendous advantage to these separatist forces. They outgun the national army of the country that's trying to maintain its borders and maintain its territorial integrity.
I mean, it's clear that there are rebels to seize this last chance to connect the two cities, as you said, because this would be their absolute last chance. But it's also true that the ceasefire was several points, was not only one, and basically the ceasefire is holding everywhere but in this particular city. It's also true that both parties are starting to withdraw heavy weapons, so it's not a completely dark picture, and even Poroshenko hasn't pictured that bad. I think we need to give it more time, but most of all, we need international unity, because if the international community is not united in saying we really want this ceasefire, this peace agreement to hold, we really want both parties to stick with it, you have no possibility but follow it, then it would be hard for both parties to break it. If they feel that there is a disunited international community, then of course both parties are tempted to break it.
Mr. Ambassador, the international